So in this question, they're giving us the slope of the line, and they're telling us that it passes through the point 2, 6. Okay, that's the coordinate. They want us to determine an equation of the line. What is the equation of the line in slope-intercept form? B, good. Okay, so let's write this down. Y equals mx plus b is the equation of a line in slope-intercept form. Anytime you're asked to determine an equation of a line, what are the two variables you must replace in the equation? What do we need to find? Yep. Good. We want to know m, and we need to know b. In this question, we're given two pieces of information. What are those two pieces of information?
The slope is 4 and the POI is 3.
Good. We're told the slope is 4. So would that represent m or b in this question? Okay, so we know that m is equal to 4, but do we know what the y-intercept is? No, they didn't tell us the y-intercept, right? What information did they tell us? They told us the slope, yes, but what else did they tell us? They told us a coordinate, a point. What is when you're labeling a coordinate, how do you label a coordinate? What variables do you use to label points on a line, on a graph? A coordinate is labeled x, y, right? In our equation of a line, do you see an x and a y? Do you see an x and a y in that equation? Yes, here's the x, and here's the y. So we actually, from our equation, we know the y, we know the m, and we know the x. What can we do with that information to find b? Yep. Plug it in and isolate it. Good. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm just rewriting all the information we have. We know that m is 4, the slope is 4. So I'm going to replace m with the number 4. And I know my x and y. X is 2 and y is 6. So I'm going to write 6 equals. Now, what does mx mean? What operation is that? Multiplication. So that means 4 times, what's my x? 2. Good. Easy. Plus b. This is what I don't know. This is what we need to find out. You guys know how to isolate equations and solve for an unknown variable? Okay. Good. We multiply 4 times 2. So we have 6 equals, what's 4 times 2? 8. Plus b. Okay, I need to have just my variable on one side and all the other terms on the other side. So what was your next step? We'll move 8 to the other side, so that becomes negative. So we have 6 take away 8 equals b. So we've isolated b. So what's b equal to? What's 6 take away 8? Negative 2. Good. Okay, so let's go back to the original question. Let's see that. The question said to find the equation of this line. Remember we talked about in order to write an equation of a line, you have to replace m and you have to replace b. Well, we knew m was 4 and we know b is negative 2. So can we plug that in and write our equation of the line? Okay, so what's the equation then? When I replace m was what? 4. So y equals 4x, and what was b that we just solved for? So minus 2. And that's the equation of the line that they gave us. So if we look at the line, I just plugged it in to Desmos to graph it. And the equation we found was y equals 4x minus 2. I'm just checking to see if my answer is correct. According to the question, it should pass through the point 2, 6, right? That was the information they gave us. Does it look like this line passes through the point 2, 6? Here's 2. 6. Does it pass through that point? Yes. And what else can you tell me about the line? What was the slope? The slope of the line? 4. What was the y-intercept? Let's check our line. Does it intercept the y-axis at negative 2? Yes, it does. Does it have a slope of 4? How do I check that? Using the graph, we can count the rise and the run. Good. Does it matter which 2 points I pick? We talked about this yesterday. So I'm just going to pick 2 points that are easy to read. So this one looks like it's easy to read, right? And this one. And I'm going to count the rise from, let's use this color, from here to here, how much does a line rise? You have to look at the scale. Okay, so from here to here, what is the rise? It goes from 2 to 4. So what does it rise? 2. Okay, that wasn't really a good point to choose, but that's fine. Then from here to here, the run, from 1 to 1.5, what is the run there? What's the difference between those points? 0.5. So according to our graph, the slope is 2, the rise, over the run. What is 2 divided by 0.5? 4. And that's what our equation says. It should have a slope of 4. That's what the question told us. It has a slope of 4. We found the y-intercept, and we checked the coordinates, and it has all of this. So it's the correct answer. Okay?
Made with Doodlecast Pro.